just finished one cosplay and I am about to start another. It is time to clean my sewing machine and to oil it just to make sure it keeps running smoothly. Now, obviously, I wouldn't be telling you this on video if I wasn't about to show you how I did it, so let's go ahead and hop into it. To start, I'm going to get out everything I need. So these two things came with my sewing machine. I use this to kind of clear out any dust, lint, threads, etc. And then this is what I use to undo all of the screws on my sewing machine. And then this I got off Wall Whack, but it is just sewing machine oil that I use to oil my machine. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this and you're going to want to unscrew these two screws right here, and you're also going to want to unscrew this screw right here and take this cover off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so as you can see, I've taken the plate off, exposed all the inner workings of the sewing machine. And what you're going to want to do now is unscrew these two things and take your little bobbin. I forget what it's called. I call it the bobbin cartridge in my head, but I don't think that's legit. But take this thing out. Okay, so I've got this thing out. I've exposed the inner workings. Also, something important to note is I don't unscrew these all the way. Just loosen it enough that I can go ahead and get this thingamabobber out of my sewing machine. Okay, now it's time to take your handy dandy little brush. I also grabbed a pair of tweezers just in case any loose threads come up. And we're going to go ahead and just brush out any dust, lint, threads, etc. Okay, now that you've gotten the fuzz out, this is honestly all I got because I keep it cleaned pretty often. I think I usually do after every cosplay or every other cosplay. I don't know if that's too much, but that's how often I do it, so it doesn't actually get super dirty for me. But now that I've done that, it's time to go in with our oil. So when I'm oiling, I go ahead and oil the wick with just one drop, as I'm doing right here. And then I'll go ahead and I'll crank my hand wheel, just see where metal parts are rubbing up against each other. And I will give just one drop of oil to each little part where metal kind of rubs up against each other. And then I run the hand wheel a couple times just to make sure the oil gets everywhere it needs to go. And then I use a piece of scrap fabric and just wipe away any debris or dust that might be between the two tension plates. Okay, now that my sewing machine is clean and oiled and happy, it's time to put it all back together and start working on my next project.